Good morning, George Peabody School. How are you today? I wanted to talk to you today about this word, courage. And I've been thinking a lot about how courageous I feel all of you have been this past year. And, courage comes in all different ways and all different shapes and sizes, doesn't it? Sometimes when we think of being courageous or brave, we think of the big kinds and the big examples, right? You know, being a firefighter or being a hero or being a savior in some way, or doing something daring, um, doing huge tricks on a skateboard or something like that, right? Jumping out of an airplane with a parachute. I've never done that. I'm not that brave. But there are other kinds of courage. And I have this book here about courage. And I just wondered if you, as you're listening to this story, can think about all the different ways that you have been courageous and brave this past year during distance learning. It's been a year, and it's been a year, hasn't it? So let's read this story together and think about all the ways that you have been courageous. Courage by Bernard Weber. Look at that dog. He's cute. There are many kinds of courage. Awesome kinds. Those trapeze artists. And everyday kinds. Do you plug your nose when you jump into the water? Still, courage is courage, whatever kind. Courage is riding your bicycle for the first time without training wheels. I was just talking about that with someone in room 3. You know who I'm talking to? Room 3 student. Courage is a spelling bee, and your word is superciliousness. Wow. Courage is two candy bars and saving one for tomorrow. Courage is mealtime and desperately hoping it's not chunky chunks in real gravy again. Courage is nobody better pick on your little brother. Have you ever been that kind of brave? Are you an upstander, standing up for someone and not letting someone pick on someone else? Creak, crunch, bing bang, slam, woo. Courage is it's your job to check out the night noises in the house. Courage is being the new kid on the block and saying flat out, "Hi, my name is Wayne. What's yours?" Ooh, that's brave. Courage is tasting the vegetable before making a face. Courage is not peeking at the last pages of your whodunit book to find out who did it. Courage is being the first to make up after an argument. Courage is deliberately stepping on sidewalk cracks. Courage is the bottom of the ninth, tie score, 2 outs, bases loaded, and it's your turn to bat. Courage is the juicy secret you promised never to tell. Courage is being sudsed and scrubbed by strangers. Courage is breaking bad habits. Oh, I still have to break Bob of that habit. Courage is suddenly remembering a silly joke and trying not to giggle when everybody else is being especially serious. Courage is arriving much too early for a birthday party. Have you ever been the first one at a birthday party? That nervous feeling you get when you walk in and look around and you're like, "Oh, am I the first one here?" Courage is sending a Valentine to someone you secretly admire and signing your real name. Courage is admiring, but not plucking. Courage is going to bed without a nightlight. It's okay if you need a nightlight. Courage is deciding to have your hair cut. That's true, isn't it? It's always you need to be a little brave to show off your new haircut, huh? Courage is trying to cover up your mean, jealous side. Oh, they're paying attention to the new kitty. Courage is a scenic car trip and being stuck in the middle during the best part. That feels more like patience, doesn't it? Courage is explaining the rip in your brand new pants. Oh, courage is going on it again. Room 3, we talked about this today too, didn't we? Courage is if you knew where there were some mountains, you would definitely climb them. Courage is exploring heights and depths. Courage is a blade of grass breaking through the icy snow. Courage is starting over. Oh, right through his sandcastle. But he built it again. Courage is holding on to your dream. Courage is being a firefighter or a police officer. Courage is sometimes having to say goodbye. And courage is what we give to each other. How have you been courageous? And what does courage mean to you? You could write that down. Courage is what? You know, this story made me think of some other words too, because as I was reading this story, I thought some of those examples, they definitely felt like courage and bravery. But I thought of some other things too, like saving one of the candy bars for later. That felt like discipline to me, being disciplined. And sticking with something felt like persistence. And building that sandcastle and not getting too upset about it and just going back at it and trying again, that's kind of like resilience. We get splash awards for that at our school, don't we? So sometimes one word reminds you of another. In distance learning, you have showed up again and again and again and learned to be Zoom learners, got on Zoom, figured out a new technology, turned your work in new ways, raised your hand in front of other squares of friends, put your answers in a chat. You showed courage in new ways that you may have never thought existed before. And with school opening up soon, some of you are coming back, some of you will continue online. There will be new ways to show courage. With the world opening up again, still new ways to show courage. What does courage mean to you? You've all been courageous in my eyes. So think about that this week, everyone. And until I see you again, I hope you have a wonderful week. Still missing you. Bye.